My name's James Reatchlous, and I was many years ago the creator of Moley, as bedtime stories for my kids all those years ago. Well, I told them when my kids were about 8 and 6, or perhaps a little bit younger.
Neither of us could get to sleep, and Dad decided to tell us a little story about a mole called Master Moley.
It was just part of the bedtime routine all those years ago. We'd be out for an adventure on the day and get home, and I'd just come up with these stories about this character who lived underneath Windsor Castle.
Its genesis was something so heartfelt by James Reatchlous, the creator. I thought, this is really, really cool. Wonder what this character would look like in a real-world type of environment.
Moletown was deep below Windsor Castle, and it was where all of the moles lived. It's where Moley lived, and it was a sort of an enchanting place.
It grows naturally because we have different stories that have different environments, that require different sections to be built, that all of a sudden need to have a different infrastructure to it. How do we light it? How do we transfer characters from one section to another? What kind of transportation system? I mean, it's not that dissimilar than building a real world city.
I think we loved everything from Master Moley himself, who was such a charming, nice character, and quite relatable as well. And then we definitely loved Mona Lisa.
Yeah.
I think because we were little girls at the time, and we sort of idolised her a little bit.
Well, the main characters were Moley, obviously, and Moley's dad, played by Charles Dance, and Moley's mum, who's played by Julie Walters.
You look as handsome as ever.
Oh, thanks, Mum.
And Mona Lisa Moley, who came from France, actually. She was French, and she lived underneath the Louvre in Paris, in a mole town in Paris.
Oh, aren't you adorable? And I've just the thing to make you even more adorable.
Oh, look at his little face. Oh, dear.
The characters themselves seem to be spawning. So one episode will all of a sudden develop a situation that requires additional characters to be had, and then they become so popular that then we add them to other series. And so the family of characters grows, and the environment grows, and the world grows.
New is Mishmosh is new, and Dottie.
Hi BAFTA, my name is Jessica Henwick, and I voiced Dottie.
This is awesome!
Dottie is Moley's best friend. She is 100% heart. She feels before she thinks, before she acts, and it's constantly getting her into trouble. She feels very, very passionately about many, many things. She's a vegan. She thinks that worms are friends, not food. And she loves recycling. She's all about helping the community and just being a good, upstanding citizen.
Moley, I have a dream that every worm in Moletown will be cared for. I want people to know that they have feelings too.
The favorite character I have on the show is, of course, Moley, but it's actually, I think even more than that, Lester.
Hello, what's up? I am Trevor Dion Nicholas. I play Lester on Moley. And little spoiler alert, hate to break it to you, but Lester is by far the coolest mole you will meet in Moletown. That's just the facts.
Box coming down.
He's a big, loud, brash American, very much like myself, but he's also a very gentle soul, and he cares very much for all the people of Moletown. He really looks out after everybody.
He is an in-your-face, bombastic cafe owner that has a history that is yet to be revealed, and the potential is limitless.
His Cafe Moley is his pride and joy, and everything is about providing the best service, sometimes with a little loud yell from the back as well. But he loves it. He loves the people, he loves the cafe, and he loves the food. Like me.
Oh, he's so cute. I'll adopt this juicy one. Delicious.
A lead director in a series like this is not that different than if it was a feature film. basically you have to start off with a script. I get to have my fingers in the entire pie, so I can take the script and I can help develop the characters, the situations, the environment, voice recording, animation, post. It's great.
I'm probably more known for my screen work, like playing Colleen Wing in the Marvel Netflix series or Nymeria in Game of Thrones, but I am constantly chasing voice work because I find it so freeing. With Dottie, all they sent me was a drawing of her and then sort of a one-page fact sheet. Everything else was up to me. I was given free rein with the voice to just go as crazy as I wanted to.
Oh, Moley, I love this so much.
We did the majority of my recording in Soho Square Studios. I was in there by myself with this wonderful like creative team that was really there to support and kind of provide and figure out what Lester was and what he had to say and like keeping it fresh and exciting. And so it was especially over the last year and a half, it was a really nice, refreshing feeling to get to like tap into this character with some people that really care about storytelling and really give their all so that I can give my all as well.
I think the joy of the last 3 years has been working with the producer, Tony Nottage, and all his team, because they really are an extraordinary bunch of people, and they've created, out of all these stories from years ago, some really enchanting stories.
We are spread out all over the world, so we don't have one massive studio overhead for the most part. I'm in New York. Tony, the producer, and most of our hub team are in London. We have writers that are spread out through LA, New Zealand, in the UK, and then our animation company is in India.
I recorded in Germany, LA, London. I think that's it. Looking to add more countries to that list.
Go away!
Uncle Mishmash, it's me.
Dottie?
Yeah, I'm with Moley.
Moley?
And Manny.
Manny, too.
Yeah, Unc.
In that case, please go away!
I would love to do a session with Stanley Tucci. He plays my uncle, Mishmash, in the series, and I love improvising. He loves improvising. I think we'd have a blast. Might not be usable, but it would be so much fun.
Wait a moment. What if the stabilizing coil from the stackerizer could reverse the phasing resonance of the gardening modulator to create a neutral three-phase distortion of the resistance capacitor? That's it!
Woohoo! He's back. I don't have a clue what he's talking about, so he's definitely back.
You know, I do wish I'd have the opportunity to record in the studio with Warwick Davis. I'm a big fan of a lot of his work, and so it's been a wonderful opportunity to be on a project that he's been such a strong part of.
I'm here to help, whatever you need.
Warwick came along later, and Warwick was an obvious choice. We were looking for a character that was identifiable with Moley, and it was actually Tony Nottage that came up with Warwick as a choice, and we all immediately said, you know, that is spot on.
I think Master Moley has developed, but he's very much still the same person he was when Dad was telling us the stories.
Yeah.
All of his main characteristics are there, which is what's so nice about it.
Yeah.
I get to help usher in through this project in a sensibility that is my own, which is more pathos than gag oriented. It's not that I'm not all for the gag, the funny, but if it's just gag for gag's sake, it falls flat. So if the humor comes out of the situations, out of the character interactions, it's golden.
You can do magic without a Manny because of your cleverness. It's your wits that make you special.
Really? Me? Special?
Yes, you don't need to be like me. You should be like you. In fact, maybe you can be like you right now and invent us a way out of here.
The theme tune. I love the theme tune. Grant Olding, who was nominated for One Man, Two Governors, has a unique style of doing music where he incorporates real-world type of instruments. It's perfect for a subterranean world where everything is based on recycling, where everything is all dirt. And so the Moley theme, Mona Lisa's theme, Dottie's theme, Mishmash's theme, they're all based on this sort of kinetic, steampunky type of sound.
When I was telling it, I didn't really ever think that it would turn into what it has turned into.
I find it hard to like put into words because it's just so crazy that, you know, it's now developed into a TV series. Like that would have been our wildest dreams when we were 8 and still is.
Yeah.
Like it's amazing.
Because it's almost like it's been taken out of my head and put onto the TV screen. So
Yeah.
It's really strange.
Yeah.
I'd like Moley to be seen by as many kids around the world and to be loved by kids around the world. That's I think my big wish, is that other children get to see what my own children got to hear about all those years ago.